Three on the way on the far side. It's going to be short by Gross. That's his third miss. Wichter's going to fire it away on the return. Misses that one. Rebound tapped around to the far side. And it's going to be controlled by Stalker. Far side tapped around. Controlled there by Thyman. Thyman controls the rebound. He'll bring it back the other direction. Up top for Wichter. Gets to the high point. Feeds it out for Fromm. Fromm drives right to the basket. Has it tipped away on the way through. And it'll just go out of bounds. It'll belong to the Isle Huskies. Waxberg, Logan, and Jusak return. Dylan Peterson, his first opportunity. Ball into the corner on the near side. We're going to get a call here. I believe it's going to be a turnover on the Isle Huskies. Derek Smith into the game. Sixth turnover. Brought up far side is going to be controlled by the Pine City Dragons. Logan baseline, feeds it into the corner. Three on the way. Cameron Juzak, that's going to be off the mark. Rebound comes down into the hands of Logan offensively. Logan drives inside to the paint, can't get it to go. Rebound tapped around, it'll go out of bounds. It'll belong to the Isle Huskies. Big Bear fires it over to the near side. Stepping into the front court is going to be Smith. He'll be double teamed right in front of the Pine City bench. Knocked out of bounds. 11:28 to play here in the first half. 22-2 is our score. Beering checks back into the game for the Isle Huskies, replacing Derek Smith. Three on the way. Knocks it down, and a three by Brandon Beering. First three of the night for the Pine City Dragons. Or for the Isle Huskies, rather. Nice feed underneath. Logan got that one almost a little bit too high and behind him, but he was able to still hold on, able to control it. Turns and lays it up off the window. And able to get it to go. High post feed inside now, and Willie Stalker is going to be fouled underneath. Ball's going to go against Seth Logan, his first. Isle to inbound on the baseline. They'll stack it up far side of the high post. Long lead pass, it goes in. Beering's going to fire it from deep. That's going to be back iron, no good. Rebound controlled by Seth Logan. Underneath it goes, far side for Juzak. Kicks back out, now into the hands of Connor Juzak. Near side, Dylan Peterson dribbles up to the wing, hands off there. Duke Waxberg. Waxberg's hands off now for Cameron Juzak. Swing it around the far side. Into the corner it goes for Juzak. Back to the wing for Waxberg. Cross-court feed, Logan. Power dribble at the baseline. He's going to fire it out. Three on the way from the baseline. Is going to be up and no good by Cameron Juzak. And we get a foul underneath. I believe Dylan Peterson cleared the offensive board and drew the foul on Beering. Peterson offensive board on the missed three. Ball back inside, up and in. Logan again, able to knock down another shot. That'll give him 10 points already here in the first half. And a 21-point advantage for the Pine City Dragons. Into the paint. Nice feed underneath for Big Bear, but he almost would have been better served just putting it up himself. But nonetheless, Stalker able to get the bucket. Back to a 19-point advantage. Up top, controlled by Peterson. Peterson, far side, deep three by Juzak. Tapped around, and it's going to be his brother, the other Juzak, that clears the offensive board. And it's going to be put back up and in by Cameron Juzak. Near side three is going to be up off the mark. Long rebound comes out into the hands of Seth Logan. Teagan tried to knock that one down. There's correction, Hagberg. Turnover on the Pine City Dragons on the return. Back it'll come now for Big Bear. Big Bear over to the far side. He's going to hand off. Driving inside. Kick back out to the near side, now into the hands of Gross. Gross works to the low paint, tries to turn on the block, gets up and under, and he's able to get the bucket. Almost traveled with that one, but never landed on that other foot. Up ahead it comes now for Juzek on the return. That's going to be Cameron Juzek, who's trying to lay it out for Connor Juzek, but unable to get it out there to him. Foul is going to be on Big Bear for the Isle Huskies. Into the game, Christian Fromm and Lind. Juzek to inbound, long lead inbound. 3 on the way, and Logan can't get it to go. Lind almost had the offensive rebound. It'll be controlled. An opportunity for Pine City once again. Second chance points. This one's going to be up and off the mark. Offensive board cleared by Lind again. Near side, Juzek works baseline, tried to feed it underneath, and it's kicked out of bounds. It'll still belong to the Pine City Dragons. Out it'll go, controlled there by Juzek up top now. In the hands of Logan. And we get a timeout called by the Pine City Dragons. He's going to take a full timeout. 8:24 to go. 28-9 is the score in favor of the Pine City Dragons here in the first half of action. We'll be back to Pine City on FM 100.9 WCMP.
M Health Fairview Clinic in Pine City can help your entire family stay healthy, heal from illness and injuries, or manage complex health conditions. Specialties include family medicine, diabetes education, podiatry, and physical therapy. With early morning appointments and 24/7 scheduling online or by phone, M Health Fairview makes it easy to get the care you need. The clinic even offers same-day appointments for when you need care right away. Call 320-629-6721 to make an appointment or visit fairview.org/Pine City.
Farming doesn't follow an 8-to-5 schedule. A slow week is 60 to 80 hours. My land, livestock, and family rely on me. That's why I bought farm insurance from Auto Owners Insurance, because every policy comes with a local agent. A real person who lives right in my community, who I can rely on to help keep my farm covered no matter what.
Visit Pine Insurance Agency located in the Northridge Center today.
FM 100.9 WCMP, Andy Beckstrom on hand. Bucket up and good now for the Isle Huskies is Gross able to get a bucket. Back it'll come for the Dragons. Trapped is going to be Fromm, able to feed it off. Far side for Juzek. Long rebound is going to be controlled by Stalker. And the return trip now for the Isle Huskies comes into the paint. Little floater in the lane, airballed by Stalker. Rebound comes down into the hands of Connor Juzek. Returns the other direction, quickly up ahead, and Lind underneath beat everybody back to the other end. $7:13 to play here in the first half. Far side for Derek Smith, who's back into the game for the Huskies. Underhand pass back for Big Bear. Baseball pass over to the far side. 3 on the way, airballed. Lucas Gross fired that one away. He is 0 of 4 from downtown. Inside it goes, rattling in and out. Is going to be Christian Fromm, cleared by Stalker on the rebound. Stalker in the backcourt is going to work his way across the timeline, ahead for Big Bear. Under 7 to play. Stalker dribbles inside, kicks it back out far side. Now dribbling down to the baseline, blocked and taken away. Gross tried to dribble baseline, and right there was Christian Fromm, just took that ball away. A turnover. 3 up by Waxberg. That's going to be no good. Hagberg clears the board. 6:20 to go here in the first half. Big Bear faked a pass, went right to the bucket, missed it. Rebound knocked out of bounds. It'll be Pine City basketball. Line change for the Pine City Dragons as they bring in Fromm, Wichter, Thyman. And number 13, Cole Waxberg. They'll join Lind, who will remain on the court. He'll be the one that will remain. Also into the game is going to be Connor Risvold for the Isle Huskies. Inside it goes. Left-handed shot up by Wichter, up and no good. Risvold with the rebound. Back it'll come now for Big Bear up into the front court. Controlled far side. Ball taken away by Derek Smith, and it's going to be laid in at the other end by Coleman Lind. Lind had a dunk the other night, and I think that the Pine City fans were looking for the same thing, as a lot of the hockey players that are here all stood up all at the same time. Big Bear reverse pivot, almost dribbled it a little bit high, able to control it. Nice feed, backdoor. Baseline pass would have been open there for Gross, but he didn't see it. He feeds it back out instead for Big Bear. Big Bear working on Wichter, feeds it into the corner for Smith. Works up to the far wing, reverse pivot into the paint. That's going to be a charge. Right at the body was Derek Smith. Smith will pick up his first, team's fifth. Back into the game is going to be Buring and Stalker, replacing Smith and Gross for the Isle Huskies. 5:16 to play here, first half. 32-11 is the score in favor of the Pine City Dragons. They've kept it right around a 20-point lead for the most part of this half. 3 on the way, up and airballed off the hands of Jason Thyman. Isle to handle the basketball, and it'll come now into the backcourt. Quickly back over to the far side, dangerously for Stalker. Buring almost lost it. Ahead it'll come now. Hagberg to the bucket. Little floater, lost a handle on it. Couldn't get it to go. It'll be Thyman with the rebound. He'll start the fast break the other direction. Laid it off for Lynn. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll belong to Isle. It looked like Stalker knocked it away from him, but the last touch is going to be off of Lynn. It'll belong to the Huskies. And it comes for Stalker. Stalker rushes it into the front court. Up along the baseline, back for Stalker, near side on the wing. Thought about a three, not there. Looking somewhere to go with it. Finally gets it off for Risvold. Back for Stalker. Nice give and go, and Stalker with the bucket. 32-13, a 19-point advantage. Inside it goes. And Lynn, is it taken away from him? What a defensive play by Risvold. Big Bear far side, brings it into the front court. Into the corner it goes for Hagberg. Back for Big Bear. Up over the top. Good ball movement. Over to the near side. 3 on the way. Back iron no good. And the rebound cleared by Wichter. Stalker took the 3. And Wichter with the rebound. Wichter tried to go to the bucket with it. Unable to get it to go. 32-13. 3:58 to go here in the first half. Hope you can join us. Our next matchup is going to be Thursday. Pine City Hockey at Princeton. Should be a tremendous matchup, as Pine City having a great year this year. Inbounds comes, and a bucket for Caleb Fromm on the inbounds. Stick with us during the halftime break as well. We'll also wrap up the stats from the first half of action to this point. Pine City back with it. Almost cleared a rebound, but turns it back over instead, right back to the Huskies after the missed shot. Far side it goes, baseline drive. Trying to get to the bucket was going to be Stalker. He's cut off. Back it'll go, and Buring knocks down a 3. Buring is 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. Lind back with it, gets inside, has the ball knocked away from him by Buring. Quickly back up ahead, and it'll belong to the Huskies on the baseline. Ball knocked out of bounds. Stalker looks just gassed. I think he's played most of the entire first half. He's one that's fouled. He'll go to the line. Another line change for the Dragons as they bring in a whole host of players. Ball fired over to the far side. Big Bear tried to connect with Hagberg. Hagberg thought it was going to the corner, let it go right by him. That's turnover number 10 in the first half for the Isle Huskies. Waxberg into the front court, hands off for Logan. Logan, Jusak, Hagberg, Dylan Peterson, as well as Jusak. Shot is up and no good, cleared by Gross. Gross will bring it all the way back the other direction, tries to drive inside, and he's going to get fouled. He'll go to the line. 2:42 to go. Foul's going to be called on Duke Waxberg. Duke Waxberg, Cameron Juzak, and Connor Juzak, Seth Logan, and Dylan Peterson, your current 5 on the court for the Dragons. Big Bear, Stalker, Gross, Hagberg, and Buring for the Isle Huskies. Ball knocked out of bounds on the missed free throw. Gross misses both of them. Not a lot of free throws shot here in the first half of action. Ball knocked away and a quick lay-in missed. But a foul on the offensive board. Peterson cleared the offensive board on the turnover. The only problem is Duke Waxberg got just a little bit deep on the other end. Couldn't get the ball up quickly enough to be able to get it into the bucket. And the rebound come down to Dylan Peterson. He was fouled on the attempt to put back. 2:35 to go. Free throw up and no good by Peterson. Pine City 0 for 2 at the line to this point. Only the 2 free throws, just a couple on the other end as well. 2 for 4 is Isle. Second free throw up and good. 35-16 is our score here at halftime. Driving up the near side is going to be Buring. Fouled on the way by Peterson, trying to hold him off of that sideline. Still a sideline inbounds as we're not quite to the bonus yet for either team. Isle still controls it. Buring's going to fire away, and Buring knocks down another 3. He has 3 of 4. He is feeling it from downtown here in the first half. Logan into the paint. Has it knocked away from him. Taken away by Big Bear. Only the 6th turnover of the game for the Pine City Dragons. Big Bear far side. Looking to be able to try to close this half in the last couple of minutes with some solid offensive possessions. Limit their turnovers. Big Bear into the corner. Feeds it up to the wing for Buring. Buring steps up. He's going to fire another 3 away. That's going to go off the side of the iron. No good. Rebound controlled by Wichter. Correction, it's going to be Waxberg. And a 3 on the far side. That's going to be up and good by Cameron Juzak. Cameron Juzak knocking that one down. And with 100 seconds left to go in the first half, Pine City pushes their lead back out to 19 at 38-19. All over to the near side. Into the corner it goes. 3 is up and no good. Airballed by Gross. Gross has fired a lot of them away. Has not hit on one yet. Inside it goes now. Logan reverse pivots. Kicks back out. Juzak. He's going to fire away a 3, and he knocks that one down. Back it'll come. Walking it up is going to be Big Bear. Fires it ahead now for Hagberg. Back for Big Bear. We reached the 1 minute remaining point of the first half. Deep 3 is fired up and good by Willie Stalker. Hits a triple from NBA range. Ball up ahead now goes for Waxberg. Up to the wing it goes. Juzak thought about a 3, dribbles his way inside, kicks back out to the corner, far side for Peterson. Peterson to the high post. Waxberg underneath now Logan. Logan Rice reverse pivot to the bucket. Can't get it to go. And Hagberg clears the board. Very nice move on the baseline by Seth Logan. Just couldn't get it to go. Stalker picked up his rebound or his dribble on the near side. Threw it to the backcourt. Hagberg had it knocked away from him. No over and back on this one. Over to the near side it goes. Buring got himself free. Fires it underneath for Gross. Gross trying to get some space. Loses the basketball. It's going to be a turnover, and Logan will start it the other direction. Logan off to the corner for Peterson. Fires it for Waxberg. It was cut into the basket off the side of the backboard. Put up and in by Seth Logan. And that'll be the end of the first half. 43-22 is your score. The Pine City Dragons lead it at halftime as they close the first half with a 21-point advantage. We'll be back here to Pine City, wrap up the first half, and get you second for the second half from your return on FM 100.9 WCMP.
2020 is here. A new year, a new decade. What does that mean for you? Huge savings on 2019 Silverados at Morris Chevrolet Buick. Get supplier pricing for all, plus combine all stackable offers, along with Morris Chevrolet Buick's additional $1,000 discount, comes out to a savings of up to $11,000 off MSRP on remaining 2019 Chevrolet 1500 Silverados. See dealer for details. Hurry in, because when they're gone, they are gone. Morris Chevrolet Buick. The deals are better here.
Minnesota. It's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like Deere,
Steel, Toro,
Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it.
Check.
Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
Here, we listen. We engage. Through every stage of life, we provide compassionate care closely tuned to your needs and concerns. From surgery and physical therapy to specialty care and emergency services, Essentia Health Sandstone provides expert, personalized care for the people of Pine County. Here, we take care of each other. Essentia Health, like nowhere else. Call 320-245-5600 or visit essentiahealth.org to learn more.
Perry's Auto Salon in Rush City is your local specialist for all your auto collision repair. Perry's fixes it right the first time. Perry's will take care of all your insurance claims, making it a worry-free experience. Perry's Auto Salon offers state-of-the-art equipment, a downdraft paint booth, expert color matching, computerized frame straightening, and detailing. Towing and rental cars are available, whether it's a little ding or a big bang. Go to the pros at Perry's Auto Salon in Rush City, and you'll be driving home their quality reputation.
Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley is your local food headquarters. They're here and ready to help you and your family put food on your table, only offering the best in fresh produce and the highest quality meats. They are a part of this community, so they care about you and your family and want to see you have the best possible grocery shopping experience. Don't forget about the Daggett's Deli. It's the perfect spot to pick up a quick hot meal. Make Daggett's Fresh Foods your place to shop for the highest quality grocery experience.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Parking lot potholes can keep your customers away. Ugly cracks in your driveway can bring down the value of your house. At Prefer Paving and Ready Mix, project size doesn't matter. Big or small, they pave it all. Prefer Paving and Ready Mix has delivered top quality blacktop asphalt paving for housing divisions, commercial developments, industrial parks, recreational projects, and city and county streets, as well as smaller projects such as residential driveways and parking lots. From quote to completion, rely on Prefer Paving and Ready Mix in Rush City.
Who welcomes change? Actually, we all do. We love it when the kids are done with diapers, and when the rash goes away, and when mom gets the new knee. That's the kind of new here as First Light changes its name. The new name is Wellia Health, as in welcome and wellness. And, well, what are you waiting for? Do stop by and check us out. Wellia Health, online at WELIAhealth.org. Live life well.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear & Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear & Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear & Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
Is 2020 your year to be healthier, to do better, to live better? Let Aquarius Home Services, your local authorized Connecticut dealer, help. Connecticut provides the world's most efficient water treatment system. You'll enjoy worry-free water for drinking and cooking. Clean, clear water for your dishes, laundry, and shower. Plus, cleaning is a breeze with no more rust or white scale buildup. And for a limited time, Aquarius is offering 25% off a Connecticut non-electric whole house water treatment system. Schedule your free in-home water analysis by visiting ConnecticutMN.com. Aquarius in Connecticut. Brilliantly simple.
Hey, I'm Chad Greenway. When I was playing, I loved chasing down running backs. But you shouldn't have to chase your bank around when you're buying a home. Franzen Bank and Trust Mortgage Consultants will be with you stride for stride, like a linebacker on a running back, from pre-approval to closing and beyond. Let Franzen Bank guide you through the mortgage process. Learn more at franzenbank.com/getThere. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Since 1967, Schmidt Construction, general contractor in Hinckley, has been where to go for all your building projects. Let Gerald Schmidt help you with designing, remodeling, or any new construction. Schmidt Construction specializes in residential home building, agricultural, industrial, and commercial buildings. With expert advice on all of your building projects and ideas, when you hire a contractor to take care of your building needs, you can't do better than Schmidt Construction, general contractor in Hinckley. 320-384-7901.
Are you looking for support for your struggling teen? Introduce them to Treehouse Sandstone. At Treehouse Sandstone, we are on a mission to end hopelessness among teens in Pine County. We provide a safe space for teens to make connections and to talk about what is really going on in their lives. Join us on a Tuesday or Thursday from 6 to 8 at the Treehouse in Sandstone. To learn more or to get a ride, contact us at 763-486-3297 or check out our website at treehousesandstone.org.
FM 100.9 WCMP, Andy Beckstrom on hand back here in Pine City, wrapping up the first half of action and a 43-22, 21-point advantage for the Pine City Dragons here on their home court. Taking a look at the first half scoring, the Isle Huskies were paced by Brandon Buring, knocked down 3 threes in the first half, finishes the half with 9 points. Willie Stalker finishes with 7 points and 3 rebounds, 6 points and a rebound for Lucas Gross, who fired away a lot of threes, but he ended up being 0 of 5 from downtown. 1 rebound for Connor Risvold, 4 rebounds for Tegan Hagberg in the first half of action. Not a ton of scoring on that side of the ball, putting up 22 points in the first half. Not a bad first half, but they're going to need a little bit more in the second half. Taking a look at the individual scoring for the Pine City Dragons, they were paced in the first half by none other than Seth Logan. Mentioned that in the pregame, that he was going to be a key to their offensive night. He finishes with 12 points and 6 rebounds, 9 points and 5 rebounds for Coleman Lynn. Played a great first half. 6.3 rebounds for Connor Jusak, 4 points and 2 rebounds for Duke Waxberg. 2 points and a rebound for Christian Fromm. 4 points for Caleb Fromm off the bench. Cameron Jusak picks up 5 points and 2 rebounds. A rebound for Tanner Whitker. Jason Thiemann with 2 rebounds. And Dylan Peterson, 1 point and 2 rebounds in the first half. 43-22. Is our score here at halftime. We'll come back here after 60 seconds and wrap up the first half team-wise and get you set for the second half when we return on FM 100.9 WCMP.
M Health Fairview Clinic in Pine City can help your entire family stay healthy, heal from illness and injuries, or manage complex health conditions. Specialties include family medicine, diabetes education, podiatry, and physical therapy. With early morning appointments and 24/7 scheduling online or by phone, M Health Fairview makes it easy to get the care you need. The clinic even offers same-day appointments for when you need care right away. Call 320-629-6721 to make an appointment or visit fairview.org/Pine City.
Farming doesn't follow an 8-to-5 schedule. A slow week is 60 to 80 hours. My land, livestock, and family rely on me. That's why I bought farm insurance from Auto Owners Insurance, because every policy comes with a local agent. A real person who lives right in my community, who I can rely on to help keep my farm covered no matter what.
Visit Pine Insurance Agency located in the North Ridge Center today.
FM 100.9 WCMP, Andy Beckstrom on hand. They're going to be joined here at the halftime break by Ethan. And Ethan, in the first half, taking a look at some of the team stats, the biggest one that jumps off the page, aside from turnovers being 12-6, has got to be the rebounds. Pine City out-rebounding Isle 24-9.
Yeah, that's something that Pine City has really turned around since the beginning of this season. Coach Allen talked about it at one of their first games that they were being out-rebounded heavily by the opposing team, but he said that was something that they were going to work on, and I'm sure he's gotten after these boys, and it shows. They are out-rebounding the last couple teams they've played, and I think that's a big key for them winning these last couple weeks.
Excuse me. They actually almost offensively out-rebounded them overall. They had 8 offensive rebounds to just 9 total for Isle. Isle did have 1 offensive rebound. At the free throw line, not a lot going. 2 of 4 was Isle. 1 of 3 was Pine City. From downtown, 4 of 15 is Isle. Pine City, 4 of 14. So a lot of the numbers kind of wash out, but really the rebounding and turnovers are the huge difference in this ballgame.
Absolutely, and if you're Isle, you got to try and get these turnovers from the Dragons.
Ball inside for Logan after we start the second half, just underway. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll still belong to the Dragons. They have done a pretty decent job on the interior defense on Logan at times.
Yeah, they really have, and that's where Logan likes to be. Of course, he's a very, very good three-point shooter, so you can't you got to make sure that you're guarding him from out there as well.
3 on the way on the near side for Lind is no good. Rebound's going to be controlled by Stocker. Back it'll come now for the Huskies. Far side doing baseline is going to be Smith. Correction, Gross. Gross is fouled along the baseline. 43-22, 17 and a half to play in the second half. Foul's on number 10, Connor Juzak, his second foul. First team foul, first of the second half. Inbound comes for Gross, quickly back to Big Bear. Big Bear, no points and no rebounds. A solid point guard, but didn't do anything in the first half. Isle is going to need something from him in the second half.
Absolutely. Pine City did a great job of guarding him and making sure he rarely got the ball in his hands.
Inbound comes deep, back to the end, back to the timeline, rather. Big Bear controls of the far side, off for Beering. Beering, their best three-point shooter in that half, hit 3 of the 4 that they hit. Beering up over the top, near side of Hagberg. Skip pass over for Gross. Tries to drive baseline. He got the position a little bit deep on Juzak, and Juzak's going to pick up another foul. That'll be his 3rd foul, so not necessarily any foul trouble that you really have to worry about as far as being concerned about him fouling out, but nonetheless, he does have 3. Deep inbounds, comes back for Stocker. Stocker far side, drops for Beering. Beering out for Hagberg, works his way baseline, skip pass over to the near side for Gross. Thought about a 3, reverse pivot at the high point. He's going to get it out for Big Bear, works baseline, kicks it back out, far side. Beering, front iron, no good, and the rebound comes down into the hands of Logan. Logan hands off up top for Juzak. Juzak over to the far side, Waxberg. Off into the corner it goes. Now for Fromm. Fromm baseline controlled by Logan. Logan, nice up and under move, and Logan so smooth on that low block, able to get some easy shots when he just gets turned around and face to the basket.
Absolutely. He's really good in the paint and underneath that net. He's so strong under there.
He's got 14 points on the night. It just says a lot about what the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars were able to do against him the other night, holding him scoreless in the first half. Back it'll come. Ball tipped on the way through. Shot is up and missed by Beering. Controlled on the rebound by Christian Fromm. Quickly outletted ahead. It comes for Cameron Lind. Lind knocks that one down. Coleman Lind, rather. A triple from the near side and a quick transition offense for the Pine City Dragons.
Yeah, Isle just left him wide open there, and you can't leave him especially wide open. The Dragons are great from 3, but Coleman Lind makes a living out there.
Offensive foul on the other direction. Hagberg tried to get himself free, but Juzak had set himself up beautifully and got just enough contact to be able to draw the foul, and it'll be a turnover.
The Dragons have done a great job of that all night here, and that's helped them.
Such a smart, intelligent team. They take smart shots and they take smart fouls. When you see a team catching a lot of offensive fouls, you can tell that they're a well-coached, disciplined ball club. And just as I say that, they throw the ball away. Coach Kyle Allen's got his team playing quite well. Iowa coach Travis Turgeron. Team 3-8, but not terribly deep, but they still play well, just not very deep. Ball knocked away. It's going to go all the way to Beering. Isle dodges the bullet on that one. Big Bear's going to pick it up back for Beering in the corner. 15 and a half to play. Beering works baseline. Skip pass up over the top over to the near side for Gross. Knocked away from Juzak as he sniffed that one out. He was already drifting before that pass came. Ball knocked out of bounds, and a line change coming for Pine City. Wichter, Fromm, Thyman, and Waxberg into the game.
This is something that the Dragons like to do, is keep their players fresh, and that you kind of seen that depth, that lack of depth for Isle kind of show up there in that first half, but they've still shown a lot of heart and had some great moments on defense.
Lind, the remaining Pine City Dragon that stayed on the court, this one knocked away. It'll still belong to Isle, and you mentioned the depth, and it was huge against the Hinckley Finlayson Jaguars. The Jaguars ended up going about 8 or 9 deep, but in that game, Pine City went 11 deep. Everybody came off the bench in that game. Anybody that was wearing a jersey played. 3 on the way is up and no good, out of the hands of Gross. Bouncing around. It's going to be controlled by Pine City on the run out. Waxberg brings it up. Shot on the way on the far side. Lynn, no good. Rebound controlled there by Hagberg.
A rare miss from 3 there by Lynn, but again, Io showing no lack of heart here.
Third foul on Cole Waxberg. And the depth is really something, not only just the depth being able to stay fresh, but also fouls. You get 3 fouls, usually you get a player that goes to the bench right away, but Pine City doesn't have that worry when you have 3 fouls because you can just go ahead and leave him out there. If he fouls out, you got 9 other guys that can come in. 3 on the way for Beering is up and no good. Lynn controls the rebound, starts the run out going the other direction. 3 on the way, and Lynn misses another one. Gross controls this one on the rebound, loses his balance, but able to control the basketball. Hands off for Big Bear, up over the top for Gross over to the near side. Gross almost traveled, and he did. He thought he stopped, but he slid that pivot foot just slightly. Albeit still the early going, but Isle seems to be controlling their turnover margin a little bit. Still getting out-rebounded and outshot right now by Pine City.
Yeah, if you're Isle, you don't want to give Pine City any more chances than they already get, so that's good for them.
If you just get beat, you just get beat. But if you have 25 turnovers, as this one's going to be a 3 knocked down by Waxberg. Cole Waxberg knocks that one down. Isle trying to get that ball inbounded. Good pressure defense by Pine City in the backcourt. Ahead it comes, far side 3 is off the iron, no good. Wichter's going to control the rebound, and Stalker's had some 3s that look good, and he's also had some 3s that did not look good. Speaking of 3s that didn't look good, that one airballed, but an offensive rebound. Caleb Fromm clears the offensive rebound off the mix by Waxberg.
Great hustle there by Fromm.
That one knocked away by Fromm on Hagberg. Yeah, it's good hustle when you see somebody jumping out of bounds to be able to maintain possession.
Absolutely.
Long inbounds comes back for Waxberg. Far side now, Wichter working his way on the low block. Fires a left-handed shot up, and sometimes not being necessarily the greatest of moves, but a left-handed shot can be tricky to know which direction it's coming for.
Yeah, it really can, especially when you don't guard it too often. It's tough.
Inside, Gross gets his way to the basket, and Lucas Gross puts a bucket in. 53-24. And Pine City, or Isle rather, trying to keep this game semi-close. It's been right around a 20-point ball game for the majority of the game. Right now, a 29-point ball game. 3 for Wichter, and Wichter knocks that one down. Tanner Wichter off the bench gets that bucket to fall. Ball knocked away. Gross loses that one, and Hagberg tries to pick him up. Meanwhile, Pine City 3-on-1 the other direction. And it's going to be an offensive foul on Wichter, so the 3-on-1, but credit to the Huskies for getting back on defense.
Great hustle there shown by that Isle team. Get back on defense and draw the foul.
12:31 to go here in the second half. Another set of Dragon players checks into the game, as well as Connor Risvold for the Huskies. Griswold controls it on the far side. Loses the basketball. Ball on the ground. Turnover. It's going to be tossed up ahead. Left-handed layup up for Waxberg, and Waxberg able to get that one through. Force that one through the block.
Pine City has done a great job tonight of double-teaming guys and forcing them to turn the ball over, and then their transition offense has just been outstanding tonight.
Buring gets inside, and Buring, that one, it was a less of a positioning, although Juzak did get solid position on that one. It was more so a matter of that Hagberg just was all sorts of out of control.
Yeah, he really was on that play. But that's just good defense there by the Dragons.
12 minutes to play here in the ballgame, 58-24. Dragons with the basketball, moving from left to right here on your radio dial. If somebody wants to watch the game, you can check it out, WCMPradio.com. Check out our YouTube feed and watch the game live. Back it'll go Duke Waxberg, and Duke Waxberg knocks that one down, and Pine City starting to feel it from downtown. They've already hit as many threes in the second half as they did all the first half.
He got a great screen there from his teammate Seth Logan, and he was wide open for that three.
Almost a steal by Duke Waxberg. He thought he had that one clean, but he got a little bit of body on Buring. Second foul on Waxberg. Big Bears look good at the point, but mostly in just a kind of a game manager type of aspect. Ball knocked away and taken away by Pine City. 5 turnovers on the Isle Huskies. Ball handed off for Juzak. Juzak drives in, fires it back for Waxberg. He was moving a little bit, didn't adjust for it. Long rebound comes out and is going to be controlled by Juzak on the offensive board. Over to the near side, Logan's going to fire away. Nice shooting touch, missed that one. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll belong to Isle.
Yeah, again, Isle left Seth Logan out there on the three wide open. You can't do that. Usually he hits those, a rare miss there for him.
Isle with the basketball. Bringing it up is going to be Big Bear. Still has yet to score here in this ball game. Shot is up and no good. It's going to be controlled by the Dragons. Fired up ahead. Nice ball movement and a layup. Easy on the other end for Seth Logan, but beautiful ball movement by the Dragons.
This Dragons team is just such a great passing team. They move the ball around so well. It's hard to keep up.
Nice backdoor feed. Back it'll go for Gross. Gross is going to fire away a three, and Lucas Gross finally knocks down a triple. 0 of 5 to that point, but he's able to get that one to go. Ball into the front court now. Juzak in the corner thought about a three, but does not fire it away. He'll hand off back at the point. Far side Juzak. This time he will fire it away and knocks that one down, and Cameron Juzak has knocked it down. 5 of 9 in the second half are the Dragons. They were only 4 of 15 in the first half. Much better shooting percentage. Really feeling it from beyond the arc.
And it's all being set up really by the great passing that they have tonight. They like to pass the ball around a lot, and that's really set it all up for them tonight.
Juzak and Peterson out of the game. Lind and Fromm into the game for the Pine City Dragons. Buring on the far side is going to control it. Up top it'll go. Shot is going to be taken by Stalker. That's going to be up and no good. Buring clears the offensive board. Stalker into the corner, goes for Gross. Gross up over the top for Stalker. Cross court over to the near side. Buring fires that one in from deep. That one's no good. Rebound controlled by Connor Juzak. Lind, he'll fire it. He knocks it down. He is 2 of 5 in the second half, and even though the turnovers haven't been too out of control for Isle in the second half, the biggest thing is Pine City is really starting to knock it down from beyond the arc, getting that extra point. Gross tries to answer, unable to do so. Rebound controlled once again by Connor Juzak. It's going to be 6 for him in the ballgame so far. Inside it goes, and a missed shot underneath. Controlled by Gross. Logan had a nice opportunity, but I think got his body twisted a little bit too far away from the basket. Buring off it goes for Big Bear. Big Bear to the basket. He's going to fire it away, and Risvold airballs a three. Lind with the rebound.
Sometimes you just get a little too wide open. You have too much time to think, and you miss on a wide open three. That's unfortunate there for Isle.
And almost looked like Griswold was leaning into it, almost a little bit of a floater type of three. I think he thought he was going to maybe drive to the basket and then change his mind already. Fromm will control it. Lind across for Jusak. Dwagsburg's going to lob it down underneath into the hands of Logan. Logan back to the basket. Fires that one up, missed it, knocked out of bounds. It'll still belong to Pine City. We talked about the great passing ability for the Pine City Dragons, and everybody gets a shot. When they take a shot, it's wide open, and on that one, everybody touched the ball. 8:10 to play. Inbounds comes, trying to get it quickly. It's going to be taken away. Logan tried to get it quickly. Third turnover for the Pine City Dragons, and trying to cut it underneath. On that far side, it was going to be Duke Waxberg. He'll pick up another foul. Full line change this time. 5 for 5 is going to be Fromm, Jusak, Wichter, Thyman, and Cole Waxberg into the game for the Pine City Dragons. Derek Smith replaces Griswold for the Isle Huskies. Free throw is up and no good on the 1-and-1. Back it'll come. Jusak fires that one up. No good. Rebound offensively controlled in by Waxberg. Shot is up. No good on the far side. This time controlled by Hagberg. Other direction it goes and right to the basket. And Gross is going to get the basket and the foul. Foul is going to go against Cole Waxberg. Gross goes to the line. Having an and one opportunity as he's able to get the floater to go. 6:47 to go. We do have running time here in the second half with the lead pushed out to 40 at this point. At the line, looking for the and one is up and good. Clock continues to roll. 6.5 to play here in the ball game. Far side, Wichter almost had it knocked away from him by Smith. Able to get it back out onto the perimeter for Waxberg. Waxberg over to the near side. Wichter's going to fire that one up. Front iron, no good. Controlled underneath by Stalker. Stalker into the corner it goes. Right down the baseline, it goes with Smith. Smith put up a shot. He's fouled on the baseline, and it'll be a foul on Cameron Jusak. Second foul, 9 team fouls for the Pine City Dragons, but a shooting foul nonetheless. Oh, no, they're going to say he was on the ground. It's going to be a 1-and-1 now. Next team foul would end up putting them in the double bonus. Smith at the line. Free throw up and good. He'll gain the bonus. First points of the night for Smith. Makes it 69-31 with 5.5 to play here in the ball game. Second free throw up and coming. Up and good. 3 of 4 from the line in the second half for the Isle Huskies, so you can't fault them for not making their free throws. Inside it goes to the basket. Nice little floater. Can't get it to go. Was Waxberg. It was a nice move by Cole Waxberg. Just couldn't finish. The other direction, Lucas Gross had 6 points in the first half. 10 points already here in the second half. Pretty good second half for him. Nice reverse move. Beautiful move right to the basket by Cameron Jusak.
That was a beautiful spin move right there to get himself inside the paint and put that basket.
Beautiful move. Put it high up off the window. Cameron Jusak, the sophomore. Lots of playing time for Kyle Allen's squad. Foul at the other end, and an opportunity now for the first points of the night for Eldatian Big Bear, and he misses the first. He did take a 3 in the first half, but missed it. Into the ball game is going to be Colton Blaisdell, Dylan Peterson, and Luke Wilson, as Kyle Allen has emptied his bench. Blaisdell and Wilson, the only ones that have not had playing time at least to this point. Second free throw up and no good. Offensive board, though, for Hagberg. Kick back out to the basket goes Stocker. Can't get it to go. Rebound tapped around. It's going to be controlled there by Waxberg. Waxberg will start the run out. Ahead it goes to the near side for Peterson. Into the corner. 3 on the way is no good. Out of the hands of Thyman. Rebound controlled by Stocker. Big Bear back the other direction at the free throw line. Nice play underneath. Right into the hands of Hagberg. Hagberg almost got himself caught behind the net, but is able to get himself free for the shot. Blaisdell up to the wing. Controlled there by Wilson. Blaisdell can't get it to go as the rebound comes down into the hands of Hagberg. Over to the far side, Gross fires away a 3. That one rattles its way in and out, no good. And Blaisdell with the rebound. Good ball moving over to the near side for Wilson. Wilson hands off into the hands of Waxberg. Waxberg to the free throw line. Feeds it over to the far side. Baseline move. Ball knocked away. Turnover on the Dragons. Good poke check from behind. I call it the Alfar special. Somebody I used to play basketball with. You get a step on him, he'd knock it away every single time. And a beautiful position there. It doesn't matter whether you're a starter or you're the 11th guy off the bench, as Colton Blaisdell set himself up beautifully and draws the charge. Gross picks up the foul. Gross will step off the court, as well as Big Bear into the game. Noah Sablan, as well as Jacob Gallion. Gallion will pick him up top of the key. Picks up Wilson. Off for Peterson over to the near side. Wilson for 3 is going to be at front iron, no good, and it's going to be controlled by Risvold on the run out. Up top for Hagberg. Hagberg drives to the free throw line, loses it. It's going to be a turnover. Brought back the other direction, and a layup no good at the other end by Thyman, and an offensive putback. Put up and in by Blaisdell. And we get ourselves a timeout on the court just to be able to get a substitution into the game. 1:26 to go here in the ball game. 73-36 our score. And what seemed like it was almost going to be a little bit of a closer second half as Isle played better. Pine City just was hitting everything they shot.
Yeah, those threes really started to fall here early in the second half. They really couldn't miss, and that's what helped them extend the lead. Now we have a steal here by the Dragons.
Back the other direction as Wilson took it away from Sablan. Trying to get it rotated around to the near side. Waxberg fires that one away. Ball tapped around, controlled still by Pine City. Peterson got the offensive rebound. He gets another offensive rebound. It's going to be controlled. Driving inside is going to be Thyman. He's fouled. He'll go to the line under a minute to play here in the second half. 45 seconds left to go up on the clock. 73-36 is our score. Pine City just clears everybody out to the other end of the court, sacrificing potential rebound that may come. Quick check of the court. It's going to be Risvold, Smith, Sablan, Gallion, and number 55, Charlie Schmitz into the game for the Huskies. 0 for 2 at the line was Thiemann. Rebound controlled by the Huskies. On the baseline, ball knocked away. It will still belong to the Huskies along the baseline. Ball in, it comes for Risvold. Risvold fires up a 3 at the horn, and it's no good, and that will be the end of the ball game. Your final score tonight here in Pine City, 73-36, as the Pine City Dragons win it over the top of the Isle Huskies. Hope you can join us here for the post game as we wrap things up here from Pine City. We'll be back on FM 100.9 WCMP.
2020 is here. A new year, a new decade. What does that mean for you? Huge savings on 2019 Silverados at Morris Chevrolet Buick. Get supplier pricing for all, plus combine all stackable offers, along with Morris Chevrolet Buick's additional $1,000 discount, comes out to a savings of up to $11,000 off MSRP on remaining 2019 Chevrolet 1500 Silverados. See dealer for details. Hurry in, because when they're gone, they are gone. Morris Chevrolet Buick. The deals are better here.
Minnesota. It's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
Here, we listen. We engage. Through every stage of life, we provide compassionate care closely tuned to your needs and concerns. From surgery and physical therapy to specialty care and emergency services, Essentia Health Sandstone provides expert, personalized care for the people of Pine County. Here, we take care of each other. Essentia Health, like nowhere else. Call 320-245-5600 or visit essentiahealth.org to learn more.
Perry's Auto Salon in Rush City is your local specialist for all your auto collision repair. Perry's fixes it right the first time. Perry's will take care of all your insurance claims, making it a worry-free experience. Perry's Auto Salon offers state-of-the-art equipment, a downdraft paint booth, expert color matching, computerized frame straightening, and detailing. Towing and rental cars are available, whether it's a little ding or a big bang. Go to the pros at Perry's Auto Salon in Rush City, and you'll be driving home their quality reputation.
Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley is your local food headquarters. They're here and ready to help you and your family put food on your table, only offering the best in fresh produce and the highest quality meats. They are a part of this community, so they care about you and your family and want to see you have the best possible grocery shopping experience. Don't forget about the Daggett's Deli. It's the perfect spot to pick up a quick hot meal. Make Daggett's Fresh Foods your place to shop for the highest quality grocery experience.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Parking lot potholes can keep your customers away. Ugly cracks in your driveway can bring down the value of your house. At Prefer Paving and Ready Mix, project size doesn't matter. Big or small, they pave it all. Prefer Paving and Ready Mix has delivered top quality blacktop asphalt paving for housing divisions, commercial developments, industrial parks, recreational projects, and city and county streets, as well as smaller projects such as residential driveways and parking lots. From quote to completion, rely on Prefer Paving and Ready Mix in Rush City.
Who welcomes change? Actually, we all do. We love it when the kids are done with diapers, and when the rash goes away, and when mom gets the new knee. That's the kind of new here as First Light changes its name. The new name is Wellia Health, as in welcome and wellness. And, well, what are you waiting for? Do stop by and check us out. Wellia Health, online at WELIAhealth.org. Live life well.
FM 100.9 WCMP, Andy Beckstrom on hand, joined here on the post game by Coach Kyle Allen. And first question right off the gate, a big win, but how did you feel that it went on your side? I'll get your just general impressions first.
This is our third game in 3 playable days. We haven't had a practice since last Friday. We played Saturday, we played Monday, we played again here tonight. So, the boys are a little run down. They're 16, 15, 17 years old. They're kids, and they have lives, and they have school, and they have responsibilities. And I thought the effort was great. Just sometimes gets misplaced. And this group has had a lot of great efforts, and they're going to continue to. And when their focus is there, it's amazing, and they do a lot of good things. I thought we had some stretches where we really put it together, and I thought we had some stretches where we didn't, and I thought that showed tonight. So I'm proud of how they responded. I'm proud of how they came back and worked hard to make changes for what we asked them to do.
We talked a little bit during the halftime break that for the Isle Huskies, one of the things they needed to do for the second half was control some of their turnovers. We had them for 12 turnovers at halftime. They only had 8 in the second half. However, it seemed like you guys just pushed that lead out so much quicker. You forced them into bad shots, and then also, for the first time in at least the 3 halves that I've seen, the Hinckley game and then tonight, you guys really filled it up from downtown in the second half.
Yeah, and the goal of our offense is real simple. It's just to take the right shot, and when our guys are real purposeful with that, when they're trying to set up their teammates, when they're doing everything they can to do that and to achieve that goal, we let the product kind of speak for itself. So we don't worry if the shot goes in or not. We worry whether we got the shot we wanted or not, and then we will take the percentages of whatever that may be. So when we work the ball around, when guys are real purposeful about taking the shot that we deem as high value, we hope to reap the benefits of the return of those shots. And when we do that on offense, we're a fun group to watch, I think.
Try to highlight a couple of players that were kind of some keys tonight, especially the first half. It seemed like the other night, the game that we had covered with Hinckley, it seemed like Logan had been kind of defensively controlled to a certain extent, but tonight he really seemed to have his touch going very well on that low block. He didn't hit a downtown shot, but he had some open looks and took some smart shots, but it seemed like on the low block I don't know if he just got his footwork back or just had a better matchup than he did the other night.
It's one of those things where we're real lucky to have 8 returners this year. We have 6 seniors, a sophomore and a junior that played some big varsity minutes last year. And so we're benefited enough on the offensive end that you're allowed to have an off night. You're allowed to have an on night. You're allowed to have an okay night. And our hope and goal is that someone else is going to be able to play well in those situations. And so, like I said, for the offensive end, we just worry to make sure we're taking the correct shot. And guys, when they do that, we're real successful. And so I think our players do a good job of figuring out who has the hot hand, of figuring out of who has a good matchup. And it sounds like Seth had an okay one here in the first half. So the goal is really just to take the correct shot, and it's a lot of fun when we do that.
One of the things we also talked about halftime, one of the keys that really has been, in my mind, one of the biggest things for some of your success has been really your depth. Not only depth, but quality depth. It seems like you tend to go 8 or 9 guys deep just on a regular game at any point in time. Anybody's going to get the call and anybody's going to head out onto the court. And then, of course, you got guys like Cameron Jusak off the bench as a sophomore that the stage doesn't seem big for him at all.
Yeah, Cameron's been in a lot of big games. He played for varsity for us last year as a freshman. He's played AAU. He's been around. He played varsity football. The kid has experience on the court, and he has all the confidence in the world, and we have all the confidence in the world in him. The players have all the confidence in what he can do and what he's going to do. So it's a lot of good, and we like to really utilize our depth. We purposely had 11 in the first half tonight. We needed some minutes from Jason Thiemann and Cole Waxberg. Dylan Peterson, some sophomores that need to be ready to play in a year, and they're needed to be able to contribute this year to this team and have that depth. It's something that we believe in. The current seniors have all been in that spot, whether they were freshmen or sophomores. They were in that spot where we needed them to be depth players for us, and so they played in that role as well. So part of this is replenishing and refilling the guys that are coming and making sure that they're getting experience out here. But then part of it is the ability to have depth and the ability to utilize that to our strength. Where we can go 11, 12, 13 deep, that makes it a lot of fun, and we want all guys to be engaged in what we're doing.
And, of course, it's always nice when you see everybody that's wearing a jersey get a chance to be able to play. It's always a fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And, these guys are working hard every day in practice. They're working their tails off on JV and C squad. So for them to be able to touch the big floor, that's a goal for a lot of these guys. To be able to play in front of this house and here in the den. And it's a lot of excitement for them and a lot of excitement for us. And our boys, our older guys, remember what it was like to be there. So for us to give them that opportunity is awesome. And 11 guys playing meaningful minutes tonight in the first half, and that's a great thing that we're happy to be able to do.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win, and rest up over the next 36 hours, and then good luck against Onamia on Thursday.
I appreciate it. We're just going to keep playing games.
Thanks to Coach Kyle Annan for joining us here on the post game as we wrap things up here from the Pine City Gymnasium. And just a tremendous victory here by the Pine City Dragons. Taking a look at some of the stats just to wrap things up here in the ball game. The leaders for the game for the Isle Huskies: Lucas Gross, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 9 points to rebound for Brandon Beering. Most of that coming in the first half. 7.6 rebounds for Willie Stalker for the Isle Huskies. Pacing the Pine City Dragons is going to be Seth Logan, 16.7 rebounds. Coleman Lind, as I mentioned with Coach Allen, 15 points and 7 rebounds. Then off the bench, Cameron Jusak, 10 points and 2 rebounds in the ballgame. 9 points, 3 rebounds also for Duke Waxberg in a very balanced, very deep night for the Pine City Dragons. Taking a look at the team stats, turnovers 8-4 in the second half, 20-10 in the ball game. Isle with more turnovers in that standpoint. Free throw line 3 of 6 was Isle, 0 of 2 was Pine City, 5 of 10 to 1 of 5 in the ball game. From downtown, Isle 1 of 11 in the second half, 5 of 26 for the game. Pine City 6 of 18 in the second half. They shot better than 30%, 10 of 32 for the ball game. They outscored Isle in the second half 30-14, even though Isle were able to control their turnovers much better in the second half. Your final score 73-36 here in Pine City, with the lost Isle Huskies dropped to 3-9 on the season, 1-4 in conference play. Their next matchup will be Friday at home against Rush City. With the victory, the Pine City Dragons improved to 12-1, 5-0 in Great River Conference play. And as I mentioned with Coach Allen, their next matchup is going to be Thursday night against Onamia, north of here on Mille Lacs Lake. So congratulations for the Pine City Dragons in that matchup. I want to thank Ethan back here at the job site, at the game site, for running everything for us, getting us all set up for the game. Our next matchup is going to be Thursday night. Pine City Hockey travels to Princeton to take on the Tigers. Hope you can join us for that matchup and any of the games through the rest of the season. We thank you for joining us for tonight's ball game. For all of our sponsors and, of course, Ethan out here at the ballpark, I'm Andy Beckstrom saying have a good night, everybody.